I'll use the watch analogy. If people aren't aware of how the environment or the ecosystem works, then they need to think about a watch. That if you remove one of the vital pieces from that watch, then it may still function, but it won't function as completely and as best it could. So, as environmentalists and sustainabilists, if that is a term, then we do need to think about that. And if we remove a part of the environment and nature, then it's going to have repercussions. I'm Jean Vincent, and I'm an adjunct professor here at Santa Fe College. I've been an adjunct here since 2000, January, if I remember correctly. It takes each of us to make a difference for all of us. So if you look at the huge, great big picture of the environment, the status of the environment now in the world, then yeah, it is overwhelming. But if you look at our individual actions and just little things collectively does make a difference. This is America. We're spoiled. You know, we're used to having what we want, not need. What we want when we want it. And it's going to take a bunch of grassroots movements to make a difference. I mean, look at how popular, you know, with pop culture, we're into consumerism and we're into what's popular now, you know, and what everybody else is doing, keeping up with the Joneses. The grassroots movements are making it popular to buy organic produce. And it's better for us than buying stuff that's laden with pesticides and herbicides. You know, there's proof that that stays in our system and it affects us. I mean, look at the development of children. There were middle schoolers in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, like 6'2" and 6'3", in 6th and 7th grade. Why are they getting that tall? Why are they getting that overly developed? Because of the steroids and the things that's in our foods. We're killing ourselves. We're poisoning ourselves. It would be a pretty picture if we don't start heeding to the wake-up call that we've been given. They may even get to the point where we have to start rationing, you know, our energy needs. Things are becoming more and more polluted, and it's definitely having more of a direct effect on our lives than the indirect effect that's not as easy to see. Yes, we are getting more of our oil and petroleum through different means, but those means are having repercussions. So the grassroots movements of going with organic, it's so much better for you. And we're starting to raise the awareness of, well, maybe it does make a difference what I eat. You know, is it going to close down all the fast food restaurants? I don't think so. You know, maybe if we're lucky, we'll start seeing more and more healthy items that are included on the menus. So it's going to take one person at a time to collectively make a difference for that information to get out there and to be diffused throughout the major part of societies. In recent history, at least the last 10, 20 years, it's always been a concern that we're going to run out of our natural resources unless we start becoming sustainable, whether it's the petroleum that we use for our cars or whether it's the electric energy that we use daily in our homes and every aspect of life. You know, you have a lot of people in the cities that they don't give a thought to where we get our energy from, where we get our food from, because they go to the store to get their food. They buy everything that they need from stores. They go to gas stations to get their gas for their cars. They have the power turned on in their house or apartment that they live in, and they don't have any concept of where it comes from and how it affects the environment. Okay, I try to incorporate that into both my classes that I teach here on a regular basis, and that is world geography and cultural geography. The main focuses, two main focuses that we have in geography, as with a lot of other subjects, core subjects, are the look at globalization and sustainability. So therefore, I introduce sustainability as it applies to every region of the world that we study, as well as every culture in the world. I have quite a few different types of videos, documentaries that I show them. I show them leaders in different arenas, like Harrison Ford, for example. There's an interview with, I can't remember her name, but it's an ABC interview, and it talks to Harrison Ford and a couple other leaders in conservation organizations. And it raises our level of awareness about what it's like in various countries, like in Somalia. Before they became known for being pirates, they were fishermen. They put food on their table by being able to go out and fish. Well, because of politics and the environment, and overfishing, they can't do that anymore. So they live the only way that they possibly can, and that's through piracy. I mean, when you get down to the very basics, people do what they have to survive. And unfortunately, that's how they have to survive now that we have, or collectively, the world has stymied their source of income. Have a positive outlook on things. I'm seeing that the raising of the awareness is happening all over the place, not just in small little burgs around the nation, but the pop culture that we are in right now, they look at the immediate time frame. And they're seeing where the environment is being affected, and they're saying, okay, well, we want everything and we want it now, but they're also seeing the effect that it has on the environment. So with those types of grassroots movements, then we're progressing more towards raising organic produce that's so much healthier for us and the environment. They're looking at how our energy is produced, how to conserve energy, and why we need to conserve energy. We do have a lot of scientific technology at our fingertips, but I don't think that's enough. I'm from the mindset of the Neo-Malthusians, where we have a finite supply of natural resources, and that if we don't control population, we don't control our consumption, then we're going to be up a creek without a paddle. So we do have to do something, and we have to do something now. So with people's awareness being raised and us starting to care a little bit more beyond our front door, then I think there's hope. Where everybody is concerned with the environment and what it means to us, and conserving more and caring more. But I know that that's idealistic. I think Santa Fe has really made great strides in working towards sustainability, and we are also exploring the possibility of putting together a sustainability type of degree or certification, which is vital. I mean, they have gardens around here, they have different fundraisers, they have different promotions, and all sorts of different activities to get the students involved. And I think it's going to start with our students, because they're the ones that are going to go out in the world and take over. And they need to be equipped to do so sustainably. Quote by Harrison Ford, "We need nature, nature doesn't need us."